www.oghuskyradio.com, broadcasting live from the Radiotron, MacArthur Park. What year are we? 2019 already?
Wow.
Who we got? Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yo, how's it going? My name is Boxy Dee. You know, I've been rocking this live, all this hip-hop since 1983. And it's just great to be a part. Radiotron's still going strong all these years.
1983.
Yeah.
What got you into hip-hop?
You know what? I got into hip-hop. I was trying to find my identity, and I seen the B-Boys on TV. I was watching a thing on INLA when they showed the Dynamic Rockers, which is New York City Breakers, and Rocksteady were battling. And I said, I wish I could do that. And I didn't think, kids on the West Coast were doing that. So on a trip once to MacArthur Park, I seen some B-Boys. Back then, we called them breakers.
Wow.
We didn't even know what the music was called. We would say it's breaking music.
Yeah.
So I went to Pacoima Junior High in the San Fernando Valley, and there was this kid named Richard Ortiz B-boying. And I liked the rap music already, listening to Run DMC. But I seen some guy that looks like me, same color, is doing this, and that just got me hooked.
Word up. And then with Radiotron, what's your history with Radiotron? 83 from that time? Or what are we looking at?
Well, in 83, when we were allowed to get in, when we would come out on the bus, because it was a phenomenon. And we lived in the 818, growing up in Pacoima. We would get the bus to come out there to see everyone, and it was just crazy. It was a youth center, but we were able to see that there was a lot of people involved and interested in this. And it was hard to get out here on the bus. But when we could make it, to us, it was like going to Disneyland, Magic Mountain.
But then in the 90s, late night, 96, 97, you got more involved in it, though, right? What
happened is I met up with some brothers that came out from the Bay Area, Ariston, Ivan, these guys, Donnie, they're now, we started Style Elements, but we went to the Radiotron, and when I heard it was brought back out, and I went to the Gotham Club, and I was up there, and you had like some of the old...
Downey, maybe?
It was off of Beverly.
Beverly? Okay.
It was off of Beverly, and it was a Gotham Club. So we got in there, and that's what made famous. The floor was a checkerboard, black and white. And you got Cut Chemists up there, mixing, and a lot of other DJs were coming through, but just to see that the B-boy era was coming back, I got re-involved in it. I brought DJ Hazze back with me, and all of a sudden, everything just started to morph. Yeah.
We know you as the famous beatboxer, though, so then where did that come about? How old were you, or when did you start doing that?
Well, when I started B-boying, a friend of mine named Etchy came back from New York with a cassette of the Fat Boys. And I couldn't do that. Everyone was doing and I was trying.
That was the easiest thing to do, though.
So it was like everyone was doing it. So I could, and I started doing other sounds. And I was maybe 14 years old. This is like 1984, maybe 85. And everyone was doing the Fat Boys, and it was easy for me to do the clicking sound, the Dougie Fresh stuff, and stuff like that.
It's usually the opposite, though, right? 'Cause that's just hard to sound.
But I was doing it like I didn't perfect it. It was a couple. It took me about a year or two, but during the time I was into watching sci-fi movies. I'm a Star Wars geek. Okay. And my cousin said, well, why don't you do a beat? And I used to always do, hey, Gizmo, do the Gremlin sound. Okay. So I started doing that, and it just came out like... And while I was b-boying, I was beatboxing. But at the same time as I was beatboxing, I got into DJing. I seen someone scratching, and that just opened up a different world for me. So...
And then you won the title, though, also, right?
What
you
happened?
Won the beatboxing title?
Well, what happened in 96, there was a beatbox competition at Radiotron at Gotham Club, and that's when I won the championship there. And, I believe it was in 86, maybe October of 86.
Okay. If you remember what you did, do it right now. Or do something so that we could make sure you're legit the same guy.
Well, what sounds I did?
Yeah.
I went all over the map, but then at the end I hit him with an oldie beat, that I did for the homies. The homies are involved in hip hop here in L.A.
Definitely.
And it's let me see if I can do it with the sound in the back.
Yeah.
You want to hear?
That'll win it every time. Shit. You see all the Mexicans, Latinos in here like, yeah, Simon, that fool's good.
Yeah, you know, I was at an event in Highland Park, and I dropped that at the end, and they all went bananas. They weren't feeling it because I was maybe tilted too hard hip-hop for them, but once you hit them with that oldie, that doo-wop mixed with some beatboxing.
Give us some contact. We could keep up with you because you're still doing a lot of things.
Well, yeah, check it out. You can see me right now, huskyradio.com. A long time ago, Let Me Come On interviewed us. We were beatboxing. We were walking with some guy named Detain.
Yeah.
With a friend of ours, a graffiti artist named Mig1. So you guys know him. We're all connected. We're all intertwined in this hip-hop thing. But you can find me on DJ Boxy Dee on Twitter. Or that's DJ BOXYDEE. And I'm also on Facebook under Boxy Dee. First name is BOXY, second DEE, or Boxy Dee Entertainment. That's my fan page on Facebook. I'm also doing my radio show, Needle to the Groove, on KGRW. That's www.grooveworks.com. It's spelled GRUVWORKS.com.
And then what's the involvement with the Pocho Hour Power?
Oh, the Pocho Hour Power. I'm still on there with Lalo Alcaraz, Jeff Keller, Esteban Zul, Patrick Perez. We do a political satire show, the only satire show done by English-speaking Mexicans. And it's Lalo Alcaraz is a world-famous cartoonist syndicated in the LA Times. He has a cartoon strip called La Cucaracha. We're still rocking strong on that. And we do that on KPFK every Friday night at 3 p.m. And that's 90.7 FM in Los Angeles.
Word up, man. What's your actual involvement with booking people for that show? Can people reach out for you to get on that?
Yeah, we do. We still, you can check us out. You can go get at me on Facebook if you're a musician, artist. If you got a film coming out, anything of that source, we always feature someone. So right now we're going to move the show. I think they're trying to move the show to a different time slot or possibly a different day, but we're still active. So if you create music, you got radio cuts, you're making film, whatever type of art you're doing here in the LA area, we like to showcase new and up-and-coming talent.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
You definitely looked out for us in our humble beginnings, and thanks for all the history looking out for us too, man. We greatly appreciate it. Boxy Dee Entertainment. Keep up the good work, dog. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Bubsky.